Hello. Oh my God. Shout out to Jay Lee for making me that intro. It's fire. Like, while that was going on, I'm just like, dun, 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 dun. Anyway, so I am back in New York. My vacation is over for now. I was in New Orleans for a week, as y'all saw. I just wanted to get on live tonight. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a review tonight. I was probably going to do something for the Patreon, but I just wanted to hit the ground running and just let y'all know that I have not forgotten about, my main gig, which is this. So yeah, I just wanted to talk to y'all. Hello in the chat. Demille, I see you are the first one to comment. Authenticity. I love it. I love it. Greta, hello. Asha Cameron, hello. Journey to Find K, hello. Thank you for joining me. We have 28 people in the room. This is just a Kiki. Say hello. I'll give a little bit of insight of, New Orleans. I'm probably going to do like a more in-depth review of like Essence and, the tea, because I met a lot of my faves and I got to hang out with my friends. I'll give y'all that tea on the Patreon. But this is just going to be like a little general, like how was my vacation? So yeah, I got to New Orleans last Wednesday. Like the time passed by so fast. Like, I don't know what's going on with June and July. It just feels like it's just going by like this. And my birthday is later this month. What's today? Today is the 9th. My birthday is in 20 days. I'll be 39. And I'm just like, can we just slow this down? Slow down. Yeah. Oh, yes. I'm so glad you and Bondi got to hang out together. Bondi is a real one. She is my people. I love that she is in New Orleans just doing the damn thing. Like, I really see her as an inspiration. I want to get to her level. And yeah, it was fun hanging out with her. We had a whole like day together. It was so fun. I will get into like the specifics on the Patreon. That's where we can really talk. But yeah, shout out to Bondi. Shout out to Funky Deneva, who had like a great event, packed, sold out, had good food. The liquor was flowing, and I had fun. Also, shout out to Make It Make Sense. I hung out with him last night. He is funny. I love that he's a gambler like me. I hope I get to collab with him soon. Like I enjoyed his company. So I got to meet like 3 very popular YouTubers that I would love to be, I aspire to be on their level. I'm still a baby YouTuber. I did not know Make It Make Sense was only on YouTube for 2 years. I was like, that is so impressive. Just seeing how y'all are in the chat. But anywho, yeah, so I got to New Orleans on Wednesday, and most of the time, like, I was just eating my favorite food and like just enjoying the nostalgia of it all. It just so happened to be Essence weekend that I went, but I'm glad it was because I had fun. I went to the convention center, not the concert. Well, I went to the concert on Sunday, but the convention center, it was cute. Speaking of the funky event, I met so many people there. Y'all made me feel like I was a celebrity or some shit. Like, so many people said hello. They wish Alex was there too. That would have been something. Alex and Funky Deneva, like together. Oh man, that really would have been something. What else? Yeah, I saw a lot of you at the convention center as well. I didn't think I was going to see my people in New Orleans, but a lot of y'all was at the Funky event. And look, it was crazy. Me and Bondi together. I want to do a show with Bondi. Like, I think it would be fun. Like Nola's Finest, New Orleans Finest, something like that. Because I just feel like I don't know. I love our chemistry together. Anywho, what was I talking about? I be rambling. What was it? Oh, so yeah, Sunday I went to the concert. I'll be doing a review for the concert as well on the Patreon. Um, it was Sunday night. It was hosted by Kiki Palmer. There was some appearances by Regina King. It was so nice to see her. Um, let's see who performed. SWV shut it down. Shut it down. Victoria Monet. I enjoyed Victoria Monet. I'm not sure if the crowd did. I will get more into that in the other video. Um, Janet was good. I can't wait to talk about the Janet show with Alex because the mic was on. Excuse me. Like I'm not sure if y'all saw the concert, but look, she was moving. The mic was on because I was just like, that's actually her singing. That's not a track. Now, the backing track was there, but she was singing. And I was like, oh, okay. What definitely took me out of it, though, was like the stage wear. Because I thought, she's not with her husband anymore. Like, yeah, they share a kid together. And she stayed in the marriage for like 5 years to get that big ass payout, but she was covered from neck to foot. Like even she had long sleeves on, a blazer. It really just it took me out of it because it was making me hot. Like, and not in a good way hot. Like I was sweating because I know she's like scorching in that full pantsuit. And her dancers, at one point, the dancers were so hot because I think they were covered as well. You could see the sweat flying, and one of the dancers' sweat flew in Janet's face. I know, right? Gross. But yeah, she was going through it. Yeah, now see, Janet's showing skin days have been long gone. I miss those days. Mm-mm-mm. It has to be like a clause in the contract of her like a divorce or something. Like you start showing skin, you lose like full custody, and you lose like $100 million or something. It has to be something serious because I don't get it. I want someone to ask her like, why do you wear like so much clothing on stage? Like I get it, but I can't even see her bare arms. We can't see like, the navel. I'm so glad this is covering it up, the comment, but we can't even see the navel, the abs. Oh man. Anywho, yes, exactly. I was sweating watching Janet perform. What was I about to say? Yeah, make it make sense. Yeah, he is hilarious. Like, I wish we had more time to hang out. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I was with my friends. Like, we were walking to this bar or whatever, and I just hear somebody saying, "Get out of here" or something. Go back to New York. And I turn around and it's Mims, and I'm like, "Oh, hey, I didn't even know you were here." So my last day in NOLA was yesterday, and I just made like a conscious effort to try to see everybody I wanted to see. Shout out to my people. I was out from 12 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. So yeah, I'm glad Mims had some time to kick it and hang out. He won a jackpot. I don't want to put his business out there, but I was a tad bit jealous. I play the tables. He plays the slots. And I'm just like, this ninja just won all this money on the slot, a jackpot. Anywho, did you drop it low with JT? So JT was at this event I was at. You must follow me on my Instagram. There was like a Black queer event that was next door to the convention, like a little day party or whatever. Like my friend's production, they were doing the behind the scenes stuff for that. I didn't even know JT was going to be there. I'm not really a City Girls fan like that. I would say I casually listen to their music. But she was just rapping to the track. It was just one of those like, I'm appearing for a check. Um, yeah, she did about 4 songs or whatever. There are people that really love JT. Like they were lined up against the stage for at least an hour. I'm like, okay, all right. I love that she has dedicated fans like that. I think she's also not showing skin in reference to Janet because she's gained weight over the years. She's always had weight issues. If you go back and look at the photos, it don't look like she has weight issues at all. Like I get it though, I get it, but it seemed like she was in great shape. I've seen Janet live in concert a few times, and the mic is always on. I think this is my third time seeing Janet, but seeing Janet post "All for You," well, let's see, post "Discipline," post 20-year-old. Like I'm trying to go down the albums. Seeing current Janet and not Janet in her prime. Like if you've seen current Janet one time, that's all you need to see her for. Like it's good. You're going through the hits, but unless you're like an extreme Janet fan, like yeah, I only need to see her once. Like I will say, y'all, my main draw, and I will say Janet is a legend. She is a legend, but I went to see SWV because I love SWV since I was in single digits. Like I said, I will always say I was in the back. It was 1992 and 7 years old. My parents were still together. Like I'll be in the back seat of my dad's blue Lincoln. Like, and I would ask him to play SWV for me, and I would be in the back doing downtown. That's the way to my love. Take it round and round. Didn't know what I was singing. Could you imagine? And I told this to Taj on our Instagram live chat. Yes, I talked to Taj. Go to my Instagram, C Diggy1. It's up there. I was saying like I have loved y'all. So that performance has made me like from Saturday, they shut it down so much. I might want to see them when they get here and see the full performance. Really. Because I still remember I was that kid, like, what's downtown? I thought we were talking about we going downtown in the city. Anyway, I love that you get out and travel. Yeah, I mean, YOLO. YOLO. And July is going to be a really busy month for me. I'm going to LA the week after. Well, not this Saturday, but next Saturday I'll be in LA for DragCon. Shout out to Matty Rance. I know he's in Houston right now. I hope he's doing okay. I hope he has his power back because I know he's kind of going through it right now. Give him some love too. Go check on him and just see. I'm probably going to text him later. But yeah, I'm going to be in LA from I think Thursday to Sunday. Then getting ready for the birthday. I forgot that Mims was from Shreveport. I don't even think I knew that. I know he lives in Houston. I wish I would have known that because I casually knew Mims or whatever. Like I met him through Alex. I think I met him for the first time. Was it at BravoCon? Because I know I saw him in Atlanta. I can't remember which one was first. Shout out to Mims though. He's real cool. And I don't like everybody. So I love that, he's cool people because if I like you, you're a cool person. Hey, Chris and them, I'm late. Oh, no, it is fine. If y'all are coming in, this is just a little kiki. I just got back this morning. I got back in New York at like around 10 a.m. I was just trying to rest. And, it's just nothing like being home. Because, yeah, I mean, New Orleans, that's my home too. And my adolescence home I stay in. But I love my mom. Let me just preface with that. But there's a reason why I moved out as soon as I graduated high school. Like being with my mom, we still go at it like this. Like, yes, I will be 40 next year, but my mom will still treat me like I am 10 years old. 10 years old. She can't help it. She cannot help it. Chris, I am the adult and you are the child. And I'm like almost 40. Anyway, shout out to my mom. I love her. She made all my favorite food. I had jambalaya. She cooked that. She made gumbo. For some reason, she didn't make my greens and cornbread. I'm probably gonna have to go back now just so I can get that. But my cousins was there too, and she baked a ham for the 4th of July. I was like, Mom, why did you bake a ham? I didn't ask for a ham. I just wanted some greens and cornbread. I can't get that here. But she was just like, oh, that's what people eat on 4th of July. I was like, people eat hams on Christmas. Christmas. Anyway, the ham was good. I didn't bring any food back with me for some reason. I'm kind of regretting that decision because now I'm going to have to go to the grocery store. Anyway, yes, but I know y'all coming in here late, but make sure you like the video. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I want to be on Mims level. I want to be on Bondi's level, Funky Geneva's level, help a ninja out. And also remind me, I have a little early special announcement. Hopefully it goes through. Y'all will find out tomorrow, but I think I'll make the announcement a little later on here. So just stay tuned for like a few more minutes. It's probably gonna be like 45 minutes because it's getting late. So yeah. Let's see. I saw Janet back in 2001 at Madison Square Garden. I wish I would have seen Janet in her prime. And look, Janet is still a legend. She still got it, but y'all know what I mean when I say in their prime. Like, I wish I would have seen Mariah in her prime. I saw Mariah, let's see, 2006, I believe, for Emancipation. But I feel like seeing her in her prime would be like breakdown era, or, well, what's the name of the album? Butterfly era or Music Box era. And you know what I mean. Oh my God, to see SWV in 1992? Look, I didn't go to my first concert till I was 15. Like, I wish I went to concerts. I wish my parents brought me to concerts because I love the greats. And I'm so glad, like, I grew up with parents listening to like actual good music, and I was just well versed in the 60s, the 70s, the early 80s before I was born, because I feel like today's generation, like, I don't think they losing the recipes. They really are. Like, man, to listen to Love Deluxe from Sade in my single digits, like, could you just imagine? I don't know. Anywho, yeah, that is great that you got to see SWV when you were 12 years old. I remember seeing Yo-Yo around that age as my first concert. Well, let's get y'all in on the chat. Please put in the chat, who was your first concert? Who was your first concert? Because I know there's people in my chat that's probably in their 20s, in their 30s like me, and then 40s and 50s. Maybe 60s. But yeah, let me know in the chat, what was your first concert? LOL. We were always singing inappropriate songs as kids back in the day and not knowing what we were talking about. Now, this is a good point to bring up because a lot of people are like, saying, oh, they got the kids singing Sexy Red and stuff like that. Now, I will say it's a little bit more explicit these days because y'all know back in the day, they would be explicit, but they would, what's the word? They would hide it at least. They wouldn't be like, because I remember back in the day, cursing in an R&B song was unheard of. So when people started like cursing in R&B songs like around, I want to say early 2000s, and then that's when it just became like, oh yeah, you can definitely like say this word. I don't want to get demonetized by saying certain words, but you can say F word, the D word, the JJ, y'all know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I can see how it's a little bit more explicit, but back in the day, we would still sing some songs that we had no business singing. And also, just speaking of explicit, I was in middle school when the Hot Boys came out. I'm pretty sure y'all heard me say this before, but look, go listen to Project Chick by the Hot Boys. I think that came out, maybe y'all can put in the chat for me, but I think that came out early 2000s. Give me a Project Chick. Give me a hood rat chick. One that don't give a F and say she took that. Right. So, are you going to see Alex while you're in Cali? So, Alex lives in San Francisco. San Francisco is 6 hours away from LA. So, when I go see Alex, I'm just going to go straight to San Francisco to see him. Hopefully, I love to go to San Francisco in the fall. Never been have I been in the summertime? It was a long time ago, but I do want to, go to visit Alex at some point. It's just this fall, I have 2 weddings back to back to go to. And, with weddings, you got to spend money. So, yeah, anyway. Ham is winter food for the oven, but I would enjoy with a roll. Now, see, that's what I was like. It just came out of nowhere. I was like, Mom, a ham? A ham. I'm adamant on us having a hive name, LOL. So what are we, Chris? Bitters, chasers, mixers, toddies? What we is, Chris? Pick one. I don't know. Does everybody have a hive name? I don't know. Just nothing has stuck yet. Nothing has stuck yet. Like the Diggins, I don't like it. I don't like how that sounds. The Christians, it sounds offensive a little bit. How you doing, my Christians? How you doing? I don't know yet. Y'all my people though. Next year, Alex must go to Essence Fest. Well, I hope Janet isn't headlining. I really do want him to visit New Orleans, though. He's never experienced it. I feel like everyone should experience New Orleans culture and the food. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like, share, and subscribe, please. Oh my God, I missed all these comments. Let me get a little bit, let me get quicker. To me, Janet was in her prime around Velvet Rope and All For You. Yes. I was a kid, though, back then. I can only see those concerts on DVD. I remember seeing All For You. I think it was a Hawaii show. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I saw Janet last year. Great show for being almost 60, but not Velvet Rope era Janet. That's a fair analysis. When she says she's been in this business for 51 years. 51 years. Wow. I think she's 58 now. 51 years, 5 decades. That's crazy. Legend shit. Tanashi was your first concert? How old are you? You have to be born in 2010 or something. You've never been to a concert. You might have to change that. Ooh, immature. Yes. Oh my God. Baby, you're all I got. What it is, just come and feel the flavor. And when the shade is shoot. I know that wasn't any words, but we got it. Oh my God. I used to love Immature. I never saw them in concert though. First concert was Immature back in the 90s. They were big back in my day. Your first concert was Ozfest back in the early 2000s. MC Hammer. Wow. Okay. Fall Out Boy with Gym Class Heroes and Plain White Tees was my first, and I will never forget it. My first was Britney Spears. I still had the concert ticket because I used to save them because we used to I'm showing my age, but this was before, that whole online shit and hacking up jacking up the ticket prices. We used to sleep outside. First, we would sleep in the car, and then, sometimes we would camp out. Because first, I think we used to camp out, and then they didn't let us because they didn't want to be a liability, if something happened to us. So there was just you can't start lining up until this time. So, yeah, we would be sleeping in the car and shit. It was serious. The Isley Brothers in 2004, 2005. And shout out to you sipping the Monty. It was a Michael Jackson concert. So lucky. You are so lucky. Common, okay. There was no balance back in the day. There's no balance today in the culture and the music. I agree. I got told off for singing Freddie Jackson's Me and Mrs. Jones, Innocent Times. New Edition, Sugar Water Tour with Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, and Queen Latifah? Really? Where was I? That sounds like a dope lineup. I didn't know Red Light Special by TLC was grown until I was singing it at 25. Look, when was Crazy Sexy Cool? That was 1990. Help me out, y'all. That was 1992. No. That was on a TLC tip. I think it was 94. So I still had to be like, I was 9 in 1994. So yeah, I was singing Give Me That Red Light Special. I was singing just like that all through the night. Baby is yours. And then Chili part. What is it? If you want me, let me know where. I'll make time, but you got to show it. Don't mistake me. I don't want you down on your knees. I need someone. Anyway, y'all know I love to break out in the song sometimes. Innuendo, Chris. You're welcome. Thank you. You know, I be going a mile a minute. Yes, they had all the innuendos. And I thought it was clever back in the day. Now it's just like bust it open. Let me put that D in the middle. Like, I hate it. Like, can we bring back innuendos? But I guess we're just like a heavily sexual society these days. My first was the No Way Out tour. I remember that one, Puff Daddy and the Family. It's cringe now. I get it. But I had the best time. I was in 6th grade. Maybe the C digits. Kind of goofy, but it would work. C digits. You're 21. Wow. My first concert was TLC and MC Hammer. I'm jealous. I wanted to see, TLC always, with all of them. And, I always wanted to see Aaliyah, unfortunately, never got the chance. My first concert was Nickelodeon. Sammy was the headliner. Yeah, I like the way you look at me. I like the way you did, baby. Oh, that was a big ass song too. Oh, I saw Janet last year too, and I was bored. She had on all those work clothes, had me sweating for her. Yeah, like I enjoyed Janet, but I don't know. It was just going through the motions, and it was just nostalgia. I was enjoying that, but SWV, they had me on my feet, So it was just something, I don't know, because Janet, I always hold her in high regard, but it was just something, I can't put my finger on it, but it was a good performance, but I don't know. Because SWV they were performing like the rent was due. I didn't know Spice Girls 2 Become One was a dirty song until I got older. 1994. Okay, well, I think I was right. Y'all saying 95, 96. I don't think it was 96. Because there was a big ass gap. Because Crazy Sexy Cool, that was a huge album. That was Diamond. And then, No Scrubs, the whole fan mail era, that was their comeback. And this was 98. My first concert was this radio station concert, various artists. I was 14. LL Cool J was my first concert, the I Need Love era. Okay, I remember LL Cool J in his resurgence when he became like a sex symbol. Like, what was that song? Baby, smile, good day. Cause I'm a dun dun dun, but don't wait. I could love you better. Or he had that song with A. Marie. If you need me, baby, just be real. The rest of your life, I'll take you to paradise. Yeah, I love that era of LL Cool J. Definitely had a big crush. I didn't know what it was back then. I was just like, why can I not stop staring at LL Cool J? But yes, I slowly, but surely at the age of 15, I was like, you know what? I think I like guys. That's a different story for a different day. Anyway, I would have loved to see them at Madison Square Garden. Ooh, your first concert was Earth, Wind, and Fire? How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? Were you born in the 60s? 50s? Criss Cross? Oh my God. Criss Cross. Yes, I love that. I love them too. Do they constitute as one-hit wonders? That song was so big. My first concert was Janet Jackson. Alex of your chat, and Alex, if you're in the chat. Oh, you saw Aaliyah and you caught a thrown towel. Do you still have it? Who do you love? Yes, yes, we see each other. I saw Janet last week in Boston. She's saying quite a bit. I felt hot too watching her in those outfits. Yeah, I feel like this is why I don't like festivals sometimes, because you only get like a portion of the artist's show. You don't get the full outfit changes. You don't get all the songs. So yeah, like that's why I want to see SWV again, because I want to see the outfit changes. I want to hear their entire discography. I didn't get to hear Downtown. I want to hear Downtown live. That is my bucket list. That's on my bucket list. I want to hear Downtown live. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe for my birthday, I want to see SWV and Escape on the 24th. That's what I want to see. Let's see how much those tickets are, by the way. Y'all got some time. Let's see. Okay, I mean, 150. I'll pay 150 to see SWV and Escape. And then Maya there too. Yes. I want to see Maya as well, and 702. Criss Cross had a comeback when they were a little older, so they had like 2 or 3 hits. I remember the comeback. They were a little grown, and they had that video. They had cornrows or whatever. I remember. Is there an old school artist that you want to see live before they stop performing? An old school artist. I would love to see Sade in concert. I almost was going to see Anita Baker. There's somebody else on my mind. I'll think about it. No, my mother washed the towel and the thrill was gone. Oh my God. Mm-mm-mm. Your first concert was B2K. I remember how big they were too in the Black community. Didn't Janet convert to Islam because of her ex-husband? That explains why she covers up now. Maybe that's it. My second concert was Cher. Wow. This year, I wish I could have seen Jasmine Sullivan and Maxwell on tour. I saw them both, but they were on separate tours. Like, I think they were headlining their own tours. They're really good. I enjoyed them. I've seen so many people in concert, y'all. That's why it's hard for me to think about it, because literally, I have a list. I kept a list. I've seen everybody y'all could think of. Like, any big artist between 2002 and 2015. Any big artists, I've seen them in concert. Tevin Campbell is definitely old school. I'm an auntie too, an uncle. My first concert was The Roots. Okay. Well, yeah, I love that. So yeah, thank y'all for sharing y'all's concerts. What else happened in New Orleans that was fun? Oh, y'all, I went to this Amazon Prime event. It was really fun to see. It was fancy. Um, it was a plated dinner. It was curated by Larry Morrow, who is a really popular chef in New Orleans. He has 3 restaurants. They had an open bar. The open bar was nice too. It was celebrating, I believe, their Black male talent, for Essence Weekend. Luke James was there. Tank was there. Tank, I was very surprised because he is funny. He's very funny. He's short too. Everybody's short to me, but his wife was like the same height as him. I think he's a good 5'9". Tank is 5'9". Latoya Luckett was there. She looked beautiful. When I see these celebrities, when I go to these events, I try to not be that person like, oh my God, I love you. Can we have a picture? Like, you just can't be like that at these events because it's just like them just, I don't know. They're not in a space where fans would be. It's a space where the peers and some fans would be there, some. But you know what I mean. Like, it can be a little tacky, so I try to be on my best behavior. I try. I saw Sade live in 2011, and it was awesome. The band sounded like they did on the album. Hopefully before she retires, they retire. Hopefully I can see them. Like, yeah, Luke James was fine. Very fine. Aldous Hodge, look him up, y'all. He's in every movie, but no one knows his name. But if you look up his name, Aldous Hodge, you'll know who I'm talking about. I think he played Hawkman in that Rock movie where he was a superhero. Black Thunder, Black Lightning, it was something. The only concert I've ever been to was a Nelly concert when I was 15, and he was 5 hours late. 5? After 2 or 3, I'm leaving. I remember the longest I had to wait was for the Fugees, I believe. They were 3 hours late. That concert was supposed to start at 7:30. They came on at like 10-ish. Oh, he was fine. And he was tall too. My first concert was Montel Jordan, TLC, and Boyz II Men. Good show. But yeah, there was a really good event. Is there any tea from it that I could share on the Patreon? I'll think about it. Anywho, let's see. What did I do Saturday? Oh yeah, Saturday was like a day thing. That's when I hung out with Bondi and I went to Funky Neva's event with her. Yeah. And then Sunday was the concert, of course. Monday, that's when I was like hanging out with friends or whatever. You waited 3 hours for Casey and JoJo. I mean, I get it. Maybe back in the day that was worth it. The only artist I've seen recently was Janelle Monae last year. I don't love her most recent album, but her concert was still great. Yeah, like her concerts are amazing. I didn't really care for the last album. The last album I really loved was The Electric Lady. Dirty Computer, it was all right. Y'all know I used to intern for Janelle Monae. I'm in the Janelle Monae video, Tightrope, by the way. Go look at it. That's a fun fact. But yeah, so I am back in New York, y'all. Hopefully I can just keep the content coming. I know we didn't have a Housewives of New Jersey this week, so that's a little break for me. I know Housewives of Dubai comes on tonight. I'm going to watch that and review it because I know I'm like an episode behind. Ooh, and speaking of behind, those ratings. What else? Basketball Wives. I saw that it went viral. Like Evelyn, excuse me, called herself exposing Jackie when it really just blew up in her face. OC does come back Thursday. It does. I'm not sure if I want to review it though. Maybe I just want to enjoy it. Oh, so you're a video vixen. No, I am not. But the video does have over 1 million views. I love to be, a part of that. It was a fun project. I was an intern back in the day. They needed extras. And if you go back and watch the video, I am the mirror man in the beginning. They're in these like black cloaks with like a mirror face. That's me next to Janelle. And I'm also in the background when Big Boy starts rapping. You'll see me like, doing this shit or whatever. Like, it looked like I was in the 50s, like I was doing the twist or something. Now, I wish I was this Chris back in the day because I would have been cutting up. I would have been like, oh, y'all going to see me in this video. But I wasn't, I was very humble back then. I still am humble, but I didn't want too much attention. That's why I'm hardly like in the video. You got to spot me out. But, I should have would have been in my whole tall glory and really like stole the scenes. But yeah, I'm in the background. Go back and look. Did you talk about Phaedra possibly coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta? I haven't done any hot topics yet, but I could talk about a few. So I think it is desperation on Bravo's part. We're probably going to talk about it on Pop Rose too. I'm not surprised that she's being looked at, but I'm like, it may be too much. Like you seeing Phaedra on Married to Medicine and Housewives of Atlanta. I think she should be a friend of. I don't think she should be like full time. I also heard that Cynthia is filming more and more, so she might be full time, might be bumped up. It just really sucks. It's all over the place. We're not going to see Atlanta until next year. Maybe like spring 2025. What are my thoughts on the Ramonte situation? You got to let me know. I don't. Ramonte? Who's that? Dubai is so boring. Oh, wow. I know I fell asleep watching the last episode of Dubai. I don't know. It's just like a disconnect. Hey, Chris, Evelyn is a groupie skink herself. So I'm not sure why she's trying to expose Jackie for being a prostitute. Yeah, it was given glass in the house, like throwing stones in a glass house. I don't mind Dubai. I rather see small pettiness and opulence than the offensive fake beefs from these other housewife shows. I know. I feel like Dubai is basically like old school housewives formula, but there's no scandal. Like no one went to jail. There's no like, divorce or anything yet. So I think people think it's boring. Like we've been so desensitized from all the scandals from like, from Potomac to Beverly Hills, Salt Lake City, OC, like real mess to the point where when it's just light fluff like Dubai is given, like we're bored. And I think really that's the problem. I only watch Dubai for the beautiful location and the beautiful cast, but yeah, it's boring. Like I said, so we almost have 100 people in the room. Shout out to y'all. Thank you for joining me. I'm probably going to be on here for maybe 10 more minutes, 15 minutes if I'm, feeling, great. But yeah, like the video, please. Comment. Can definitely notice you in the video, Chris. You are the tallest, especially next to Janelle's tiny self. Damn, you went and go look. You went to see the video already? I guess I'm one of the few people that didn't really care for Phaedra in her heyday, so I'm not that interested in her coming back. I was happy she was booted. I doubt if Phaedra is coming back full time. They were probably negotiating an appearance or two like she did on Dubai. I could see that. I never understood the love for Phaedra. All she brought was rehearsed reads, lies, and facial expressions. Now, I got to stop you there with the rehearsed reads. Now, ever since they put it out that, that Read the Kenya was like, I guess, scripted or whatever, even if it was executed flawlessly and it was radio silence afterward. And that shit hit Kenya because you could see it in her face after Phaedra said it. I will always defend that because it was a moment. And y'all couldn't tell like back then that it was rehearsed or whatever. And even if y'all trying to say she has rehearsed reads, like everything that was on the Traitors, like she was there by herself and she was getting these white folks together at that round table. So I disagree. Like Phaedra still knows how to read down and shade heavily. So yeah, that's why I like Phaedra. I also think, she's just funny. It's a shtick. But, there's also the side of her that is fake and an adroit liar. And it just is what it is. And that's why, I think that's what made her a good housewife. Because, like Mia, we know Mia is a pathological liar. And she's delusional. But sometimes, like, that's what made a great housewife. Yeah, she is definitely getting these checks. Definitely. Have you watched Family Empire Houston on OWN? I have not. I think they're asking Phaedra to come back because Portia has no allies on the show anymore since Kenya is out and recently Drew got blocked by her. Good point. Let's see. The semi-influencer who got mad at Essence for the article they did on him. So they invited him to be on an Essence Fest panel and he missed it. Oh, yeah. I read about that. I'm not familiar with him. But yeah, I saw the story where he brought up this whole hoopla about Essence not being represented to people like him. And he was late. So yeah, I mean, look. It is what it is, I guess. That definitely contradicted his stance. Yeah, there was some comedian who said Phaedra wrote her reads, but it is what it is. I agree with that. Phaedra does not belong on Married to Medicine. They should have just brought her back on Roa when Candy left. Like, we didn't need her on that season of Married to Medicine. But I guess without her, we wouldn't have had the Quad and Sweet Tea angle, like getting them in the same room together. Yeah, we want new people, but the new people clearly ain't bringing it. And I guess the new people is the reason why Kenya isn't there anymore. Yes, I agree. Like, I think we can put our differences with Phaedra aside and at least just not be haters because Phaedra is funny. She is. Uh-oh, we have a Phaedra fan in here. There will be no Phaedra slander. Okay, I hear that. It's weird they would bring back a person who lied about that after firing Kenya. Well, what Kenya did was different. Some may say it's almost like I feel like it's in its own wheelhouse. Like, it could have been against the law, revenge, PORN. I just don't think it was wise of her to blow up posters of someone giving fellatio. I just don't think, what she's doing is what Evelyn did, and it backfired in her face. Like sex shaming people, like escort shaming and stuff like that. Women, I think it's just tired and late at this point. But yes, what Phaedra did was horrible. And clearly, she had a road to redemption with the audience. However you may feel, like you don't have to forgive Phaedra. Candy doesn't have to forgive Phaedra. So I understand the sentiment. But I feel like she's been on this road to redemption. Whew. So speaking of reality TV, y'all, I'm going to end the video on this note. So while we have 114 people in the room, I am confirmed to be on Heavenly's channel tomorrow evening. I'm still working out the details with her producer, but right now it is a go. But if it doesn't happen tomorrow, that means Heavenly, something happened. She probably had the film. We've been trying to get this, this video between me and Heavenly up, but it's because she's been filming the season and they just went on their cast trip too, by the way. So yeah, I'm going to be on her channel. I don't know what to expect. I don't know. I have my questions ready. Y'all, like, look, I've had these questions I'm going to ask Heavenly since like a month ago. Like I was supposed to be on Heavenly's channel since the end of May. June was just really hard. So hopefully tomorrow, y'all. So mark your calendar for tomorrow. Set your alarm clock. It's going to at least be from either between 5 or 8 p.m. I'm excited. I don't really know what to expect. And, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it 100. So, yeah, I'm just letting y'all know. I cannot say. But, yeah, I know some of y'all can't stand Heavenly. I get it. I can't stand her, too, on the show. But, again, I have nothing against these people in real life. Like, I am just reviewing what I see on TV. Like, if Giselle and Robin invited me on Reasonably Shady, I would definitely go. Like, why wouldn't I? They didn't do nothing to me. So, yeah, I feel like, I'm not sure if I'm going to call Heavenly to her face unnecessary evil, but if you watch my my Married to Medicine reviews, I be going in on Heavenly. So I got to get that out the way with her and just let her know it's not personal. It's not personal. It's just jokes. So yes, it's going to be live. It is going to be live. So I'm excited, y'all. Please support me. Go over to Heavenly's channel and maybe like set the bell. But I will definitely let y'all know too. She said she knows what she is. Oh, not they probably went somewhere basic like Galveston, Texas. Yeah, or probably Arizona or something. But yeah, look out for that tomorrow, y'all. Hopefully, there's not another monkey wrench in the plans, but I am ready. I got my questions, and we're gonna have a good old kiki with Dr. Heavenly. I need to go grocery shopping. Thankfully, I'm in an area where the store closes at midnight because a ninja is hungry now. So I'm going to head out. Thank y'all for tuning in for this 55 minutes. Look out for my reviews on here. Patreon fam, I'm going to have a Chris's Business update about New Orleans where I'm going to give y'all the real tea, because I didn't say whether or not I met Funky Deneva or not. And the reason why, I'm going to give y'all the background tea on all that on the Patreon. Y'all know I got to save a little bit of my business for, the subscribers. So yeah, again, thank y'all for tuning in. And what else? Oh, if you want, $C-Diggy1 or hit me up on the super chat, support the channel. It's just me here. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all for the next video.